Don't even think about it. Just do. Oh! Good at it, man. We really are. I know it's I was trying to do just a normal fake laugh, but it kind of just it kept going up like someone tied a balloon to my ankles. And it just soared away. But anyways, guys, welcome back to the show. My name is Tristan Sartoris. This is Full Circus. Wow, sound effects, but probably not because I know I'm too lazy to edit that in. So I did it for you. But happy to be here with you guys today. Elephant in the room. Hey, what you doing? It's pretty hot in here. Okay, I've mentioned as it's been warming up and the climate's been getting toasty out that I need to get the AC and the fanage and the coolage and the thermal relaxation that is supposed to exist in this space sorted out. News flash. Haven't. So I'm sweating. It is hotter than Satan's gossip in here. Which has got to be pretty, spicy. I can't imagine what Lucifer himself is like. Whoa, this is hot. This is hot news. What's going on today? Whoa, give me something hot. So it's up to no good. I'm sweating. I'm sorry if I look a little gross. If it's pouring out of me, I have no idea. Look, I know the show isn't about being a just supreme stud and as handsome as all get out, but I have to admit that is part of my brand. I understand that. It's not something I ever wanted for me. I always just wanted to be a little goofy side character, but for some reason, the way life perceives me is as just a attractive gentleman. So I feel bad when I don't live up to the standards that the world puts on me, okay? I'm just going to say it. I get how women feel. All right, they put a certain beauty standard on all of us, and it's tough. Okay, it's tough. My biggest gripe, man, I will say for sure, and I know I talk about what I'm wearing in my hair, and I look like a toddler to school. This is where guys are coming along. This is my first outfit for the first day of school. But my hair, man, I like to have a little bit to play with it, like lengthwise, but there's just no controlling it. I've been wearing hats constantly trying to form it and shape it, but it really does what it wants. And the problem with that is letting it do what it wants, is it wants to look douchey. That's what I think. I think there's a certain vibe that it's giving off as douchebag. And that's not what I want for me personally, but I have no idea, man. Am I supposed to just steer into the skid and be like, hey, we're like, I try to have a good image and understand how I'm perceived and how I reflect in the world, and I understand that's just a hot man. But maybe it's a douche. Maybe I have been douchey this whole time and my hair's been trying to tell me that. So I'm trying to just let it do its thing. And that sucks. That sucks. If I'm guys, I've been secretly a douchebag my whole life. That's a rough awakening. That's a rude awakening. Hello? Am I a douchebag? It was supposed to be an alarm clock, and I don't know why it was a wake-up call. But it did suck regardless. Bad news all around. Guys, speaking of bad news, I don't know if this shirt is see-through. If you can see my nipples, hey, please don't. But speaking of bad news, I have to apologize real quick for the last episode. Okay, now, it's not to say that we don't have plenty of technical issues and problems. We do. But there are certain ones that are within my realm of control, okay? Not my hair, but I can control certain things, and one of that is the audio. And the last one, for whatever reason, okay, I don't remember the excuses that I made up in the last episode, how we're tired or middle of the night, or, they were valid, they were true. Did I exaggerate them for my own benefit, in case I messed up? Perchance. But whatever they were, they did reign true, and I made it completely on the left side. And I felt bad about that, okay? Because that's something I should know, do know, and will know how to do better in the future, okay? But also, I sorry, but also, I forgive, okay? Self-love. So, I'm over it. You should be too. Maybe I am a douchebag. But, yeah, it sucks, man. You're like, check out this little clip, and like, it's so, whoa, it's so heavy over here, man. Put something in the right ear. So if you are listening with headphones especially, it just throws your equilibrium off. Who's over there? And what if you're like slightly deaf in the left ear? You probably didn't hear a thing. I'm sorry. You know what? And I'm not going to forgive myself, all right? Real accountability is to just sit with it. As Kratos says, there are consequences for our actions. To be reminded of them is not punishment. I don't know what I'm saying. I've been watching a lot of God of War, trying to do some more impressions. The hardest part about doing full-time voiceover, about to complain again. Dude, I'm a douchebag. Man, this sucks. But the hardest part about it is that I love to talk so much. And so much of what I love to do in life is to make noise, is to sing and do impressions and just never shut up and to annoy everyone around me. And I can't do that until my work is done. All right, because I need my voice to be at its peak and prime to do those things, and it's so hard to put the things that I love on the back burner till like way later in the evening. Like, all right, now let's light the world on fire. But it's tricky. So been doing pretty good with the work and trying to get some more impressions, and it's always nice when they're received well because you just don't know. You get, because you listen to it over and over and over again, and I play it like on repeat, like a song, to get the timing, get the beat, get the cadence right, and you do your best, but I know that it's not exactly right, and you're like, I wonder how accurate, like, when was the last time you watched this Last of Us scene? You know, are you gonna freaking throw them into the wolves? And luckily, a lot of people are nice. Some of them, they go, not even close, man, but they're usually the ones that I do a good job on, so I don't know. But anyways, sorry about the audio. It won't happen again. Unless, of course, it did. In that case, sorry twice. So we'll work on that. Oh, dude, speaking of one-sided things, I was trying to find some little news articles for the show here. And I saw a guy. They call him the Crooked King. He is a bodybuilder. I should say half a bodybuilder. He is working only one side of his body out as a test. I don't know what else he's trying to prove, because I'll throw up a photo if I can find it. Yeah, he just traps, arms, legs, just one side. He is completely boom, boom, you know? Like, I don't know how you would live. Like, if you roll on, like, one side, your body goes, like, if you started tumbling, you can't play hopscotch. Light, crack in the pavement. Light, crack, you know? You can't fight. What's your weight class? You know, it's because over here, dude, I'm hitting like a heavyweight. Over here, I'm a cruiser. So it's very, very interesting. He's taken the world by storm. And I think the biggest thing about that is, one, it just sucks that people go through a lot of trouble, and they go through a lot of sacrifice to make it, you know, and you got to get these big numbers. And unfortunately, that's just not what I'm willing to do. Okay, I'm a douchebag, and I'm going to own that. All right, I'm not willing to pander. I'm completely me to the bone. Douche. I'm having a good day, man. I really am. It's warm, it's hot, but we're having a good time. But yeah, it sucks. There's a lot of work you got to do. The world's tough, and you want to succeed. It really, you only have to be half good, and that's good for him. But it's tough. It's tough. Speaking of going in circles, like boom, you know, you can't skip. You start little skip, one skip, he launches like 10 yards. But it's pretty crazy. Oh man, I just said life was good. I want to rewind. Life sucks. Back to complaining. So I've gotten completely off energy drinks. Hooray! He'll throw in sound effects. He won't, but I'll make my own. So I've gotten off energy drinks, finally, after a long-standing battle, and that's why we drink so much water, guys. All right, this episode is brought to you by Great Value, Walmart. It's not, but it could be. Guys, honestly, even without them, I do voiceover for Walmart, so I guess, the more that we rise their stocks, the more they might bring me back, okay? Conflict of interest, sure. But I'm interested in whatever this conflict is. But anyways, where did I just go? Yeah, sleeping, man. So I got off the caffeine, and I thought removing the caffeine is what was making me feel a little bit groggy, and now I know for 1002% certainty it was the melatonin, because I got rid of that, and I've just been light years awake, dude. No sleep. And even as hot and as warm as it is, and maybe that's why I can't sleep, but I have just... Oh my gosh, the ghost. But there's no melatonin in my diet anymore, and I am just wide awake, dude, constantly. All right, I'm back to square one of life is tricky, and I'm waking up around like 11, maybe noonish, and I'm going to bed at 8 a.m. And I'm getting in bed at like midnight, dude. And this is the part that I want to complain about, okay? You know how hard it is? Not how hard, but you know how lame it is to just sit there and like to actually commit yourself to something. And I'm not a patient guy. I can't be patient. I'm not. I'm not good at it. So to sit there and be like, no blue light, not going to listen to anything. I'm just going to sit and I'm just going to wait, I could be being productive. I could be goofing off and having fun. I could be doing something lazy. Even like anything is better than waiting. I'm like waiting in line to sleep, dude. Like that's the worst experience of all time. The world doesn't revolve around me, but my sleep should. And I understand that. And I want it so bad. So I'm trying all the things, but I don't know. The only thing that makes me fall asleep is melatonin and eating really bad food. But I'm trying to get in shape, dude. So it's tricky. I don't know. Battles, man, battles. I understand some people have it harder, but not by much, okay? Not by much. I'm really close right there. I've tried brown noise, white noise, black noise, every color noise, rainbow noise, okay? Which is probably just a gay man going zzz. But nothing's helping, man. Everything is keeping me awake. And I don't know. If you have any tips out there, please let me know. I just want to sleep, dude. I'm a patient guy, okay, because I'm not a douchebag, genuinely, but my hair is saying another story. I'm very patient with people, but with myself, I'm so impatient, okay? My mom used to get mad at me all the time because I would have just a horrible migraine. I'd walk to the medicine cabinet. I'd be like, where's the melatonin? Don't see it immediately. I'm out, okay? She's like, what you do? I was like, nah, it's fine. I can't. I'm not looking around, okay? Can't do it, all right? Easter egg hunt, same thing. If I don't see it immediately, I'm giving up. It's not worth the time. That's why I'm not a good cook. Everything is about like a time to result product for me, okay? Like, yes, I could spend an extra 20 minutes and I can make this dish taste better, but is it going to taste that much better? Like if I'm making chicken, okay, and it's going to be a solid, B grade, and I could spend extra time to season it, and you butter, and you try and do a lot of different things that I'm not actually a great chef, so I don't have good examples, but whatever that is, and you spend that extra time to bring it up to maybe a B+, maybe an A-, that's not worth it to me, all right? It's all about time and grades. And if my time isn't going to get me a way better grade, it's not worth it. I can't do it. So I'm so impatient, and that's why it sucks to just sit there and wait to fall asleep, man. I have no patience. I can't. I have no patience with myself. That's why I can't do passive aggressiveness either. Like you're just like, well, that's not how I would do it. Like, whoa, just be aggressive. I have to sit here and wait for you to figure out that I'm mad. Just be mad. All right. Passive aggressiveness is so lame, dude. Say what you want. Just be angry. And if you're not angry enough to say that you're angry, you probably don't deserve to be angry in the first place. How mad are you if you're trying to leave little clues? Well, I wasn't used to the hand. You're not mad enough, okay? You're still in the planting, the little treasure map phase. Passive aggressive, you're not there yet. So just don't even be. Passive aggressive has no place. If you're not aggressive enough to be aggressive, then forget about it. Forget it. Move on. Guys, I will say I'm having a great time. It is very hot, and the more excited I get, the talker I fast, the faster I talk, and I breathe less and I sweat more, and this is going to be a shorter episode, is what I'm trying to say. And I know I say that every episode. I get it, okay? But that's what douchebags do, all right? They lie, and they constantly set you up for disappointment, and I can't help it. If I want to be a douche, or my hair wants to, I don't want to be a douche. But if my hair wants me to be, what choice do I have, okay? We are stuck with the lives that we live, whether we want to play the character or not. I have been cast in this role, and it sucks. It sucks. But what else is going on, man? What else is happening? Anything else in the news? Not much. I saw that the Oscars, this happened a couple weeks ago, but the Oscars, apparently they haven't been watching the movies that they vote on. And now they finally made it a rule. If you're going to vote on the Oscars and which movie should win the best picture and this and that, you actually have to watch the the movies, which is a weird thing to finally make that a rule. I don't even know who's judging the Oscars. You know, is it just people that are in the union, or is there a select group? Is it just a fan vote? I don't really know how it works, but I know that they haven't been doing their job, and that's embarrassing, man. That's embarrassing. You know, I feel like a lot of those judges, like, what gives you the right to be like, hey, you are really good at judging movies? Because a lot of the movies now have a higher audience score than, like, the critics are like, this is crap, don't even bother. And the people go see it, they're like, oh, Optimus Prime was amazing. You know, they love it. So who is the true, but who is worthy to judge? Yeah, I feel like that with talent shows too, you know, like Simon Cowell, you know, name me one hit Simon Cowell song. Like, if you can show me one song where Simon Cowell just had the best vocals of all time that he can crap on these people so hard, then I'd be like, okay, sure. But I've never heard, you know, you're listening to, who sings this? Wow, the pipes on this guy, it's Simon Cowell. I've never had that happen. So what gives him the right to do that? He's like, no, he's just, that's why most of the people that get through Hollywood were the other two judges back in the day. Was it Randy Jackson and Paula Abdul? Pulled that out of nowhere. But they're like, just he made the show. Okay, but don't listen to him. You're going to Hollywood. So I don't know. I don't know how judges and talent judges and all those people get put in the place that they do. Now, don't get me wrong. I judge all the time, okay? But I do it for fun. I'm not, nothing I say dictates anyone's path, okay? And we should all judge a little bit less, all right? I will admit that, all right? Now, I think it's good to be a good person. Hot take, but I think we need a little bit less judgment in the world. Now, I will say, however, I understand it's hard to be good all the time, like a diet, okay? Sometimes you have a little bit of a cheat day. Like most of the time, 90% of the days, all right, I'm focused on the log in my own eye, but like 2 Saturdays out of the month, I'm casting the first stone. But I feel like we should be a little bit less judgy most of the time, man. That's why I'm trying to do less social media. At least, like, I don't know, everything is so charged, and it's never been like excited charged. Like everyone is just genuinely hateful. And not just like in a racist or against certain groups and people way, which is bad in its own right. You know, we used to say like edgy jokes and people go, whoa, that's, you know, you're towing the line. That was good. You did it well, but that was right on the line. Now I see like the internet's going crazy about, and everybody's getting it. And they're, instead of people laughing going, whoa, they're going, yeah. And you're like, is there a rally going on? What's happening? But it's just everything, not even just people, but just everybody's in a bad mood, and you go on too much. And it's kind of like that old saying, not to be super smart here, but you know, when people would be like, you are the sum of the 5 closest people around you. People spend, I would say, most of their day on social media now. Who are you the sum as? Okay, you are the sum of whatever you're more closer to this person's Instagram that you've been scrolling through all day, and now all of a sudden I'm constantly being fed all these ideas and opinions that, you know, I don't know if we're thinking enough for ourselves. I don't know if that's really a hot take. I think most people know that, but yet we can't stop doing it. But I am, okay, because I'm a douchebag and I got to figure this out somehow. But it's been pretty tricky. So I'm trying to go on a judgment diet and just dial that back a little bit and focus on me, judge myself, or don't. I don't know. I guess I've been really hard on myself. You know what? I love you, Tristan. Thanks, man. So feeling good, feeling better. And, oh man, it's only 18 minutes into this. I am sweating, dude. I even took a freezing shower right before this. Also, I put my shower curtain too high, and let me tell you, that is an experience where the light doesn't meet over the curtain, so it's pitch black in there. And you ever take a cold shower? It's just like a Arctic deprivation tank. You're just like, hey, I can't see it. Everything's freezing. And I'm slapping soap in my eyes. And, you know, you shouldn't need to see to shower, okay? But you do. I do, at least. Or something. I don't know if I see the water somehow, that's going to make me feel better. I was like, oh, that one's cold, that one's cold, that one's cold. But I just, it's never ending. And there's so much of it. When does it stop? I don't know. I don't know what else is happening, dude. I don't know. It's hot. It's warm. It's so warm, dude. Tell you what's not hot. I'm really bummed about this. Oh, we haven't checked camera 2. What's up? I didn't mean. Whoa, uh-oh. We've lost the ability to go to camera 2. Hey. So technical difficulties. I think the computer's overheating. Oh, by the way, actually, we're trying something new today. You can't even really see it, but I'm trying to get things more off the desk, or at least the technical and all the doohickeys and stuff, so I can put more actual junk on here. But I'm trying this new cord. I bought 3 of these, the same thing, and they came. It was wrong. Returned another one. It was the right one that I ordered, but it was not good enough. And then I ordered the third one. And I spent 2 weeks trying to get it, and they're like, "Actually, it's coming tomorrow. Actually, it's coming tomorrow. Actually, it's coming tomorrow." Every single day. All right, I get a new email update. It's coming tomorrow. And then finally, yesterday, they go, "Actually, we have no idea where it's at. It's lost. It's stolen." It's like, why didn't you say that before? So like, don't worry, send a new one. We'll just renew it. And then it got there in like 3 hours. Like, well, yeah, freaking, oh man. So that was a bit of a bummer. So hopefully it's working. I have no idea if things go poorly. Oh my gosh, I don't know why that's not working. That is kind of scared me, because anytime buttons don't work, then I'm scared that other things are about to also not work. It's like having a stroke, isn't like one of your arms or something, or a heart attack, like something, there's a little tell. One side starts going bad, something's wrong, shutting down. So I don't know. What was I saying? Something about not feeling hot? Oh, dude, the Cavs lost. I'm so bummed out about that. Little sports section here, guys, because I gotta be real. I gotta be passionate. A lot of the things that I complain about, I don't really mean, but I'll tell you where my heart really does lie. Sports. Oh, the Cavs, man, they got eliminated, and they got dog walked. It was a beatdown. That was sad. So I think I was talking about the Pope or something in the last episode, and I was so more distracted on. It's like, don't worry, the Cavs are gonna win. We'll revisit the Pope thing later, and I couldn't care. Everyone was so fascinated. I was like, don't worry, there's sports on, and I should have. I don't know, converted to Catholicism. I should have been way more into the Pope, because the Cavs only let me down, and I'm trying to jumpstart myself back up for some more sports here in a little bit, guys. We got baseball, we got football. It's tough to be a Cleveland. No, I was gonna say it's tough to be a sports fan. It's just tough to be a Cleveland fan. You never win, man. There's no championships. There's a lot of good things, but there's never any victories. It's kind of like having a really nice long relationship. It's lasting, it's loving the whole season. This is amazing, this is great, and then they break your heart in the end, and you're like, it's gonna be forever. It's not actually, but this time we're engaged. I still can't get the job done. So it's been tricky, it's been hard, and that's been a killer. Anyways, guys, I know this is shorter, and I apologize for that. But also, we're all going to get over it together, because collectively we move on, all right? Because maybe I'm not the only douchebag out there. Maybe we're all going to do a little. Is it, guys, chat? Is it douchey to forgive yourself? I don't know. But anyways, guys, I've been a douchebag, and I'm, what douchier of a way is it? I've said that word thousands of times, it feels like already. But what's more douchey than ending the show even more earlier than I said? But I got to go outside, because it's colder out there. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I love you to pieces, even the smaller ones. But if it's such a small piece, I don't know, like, group up, get a bigger piece, all right, and then I'll love you. But no, thanks so much for hanging out here and having fun in all that we do, no matter how hot whether it's hot, cold, rain, shine, other weather, things that may distract us. We will be here having a time, and we will do a show. Is it going to be great? No, but it's going to be a show. Is it going to be good? I don't know. But I gotta stop. Not just because I'm hot. All right, I'm willing to suffer. But camera 2, and we didn't switch. Camera 2 is dying. Oh boy, guys, I'll see you in the next episode. I love you.